Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellie Snake Lady and today I have little Apollonia here with me. I've just woken her up and she was a bit like, what's going on? But yeah, no, she seems alright and yeah, so now she's just mooching. So today I thought I would talk about Snake Island, which is off the coast of Brazil, and I don't know how to pronounce its official proper name because I'm rubbish at pronouncing anything, so I'll put it up on the screen. But yes, today I will be talking about Snake Island. I do have my notes as per usual because I know that I'll miss something out if I don't have them with me. So yeah, let's get on with it. So Snake Island is off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean. The island is small in size, only 43 hectares, which is 106 acres, and has a temperate climate. The island's terrain varies considerably, ranging from bare rock to rainforest. So the reason why I'm talking about Snake Island today is, well, the clue's in the title. The island is the natural home of the critically endangered venomous Golden Lancehead Pit Viper. The snakes have actually been trapped on the island for thousands of years following the end of the last ice age, when rising ocean levels disconnected the island from the mainland. Snake Island is actually closed to the public for obvious reasons, but it is in order to protect both people and the snake population. Access is only accessible to the Brazilian Navy and selected researchers vetted by the Chico Mendes Institute for Biodiversity Conservation, the Brazilian Federal Conservation Unit. That's a bit of a mouthful, but yeah. So they're the only people allowed on the island. And to be honest, it's, you know, the island sounds awesome and it'd be great to visit, but not with all them venomous snakes about. You know, it'd be cool to see them, but I just wouldn't want to risk my life like that. So researchers estimate that on the island between 1 and 5 snakes per square metre, so that is quite a lot of snakes. The snakes live on the many migratory birds, enough to keep the snake density remarkably high, that use the island as a resting point. So obviously migratory birds, they do go hundreds of miles and they do need a rest at some point, and this island is perfect for them. They will just sort of perch in the trees and whatnot, and obviously some may sort of hop around on the ground, and I'm guessing that's when the vipers are there ready to strike. But don't forget, they'll probably climb trees as well to get to these birds, and they'll just sort of sit and wait until, you know, one appears, and then that's it, bird's gone, and a nice lunch. So the lancehead genus of snakes is responsible for 90% of Brazilian snake bite related fatalities. The golden lanceheads that occupy Snake Island grow to well over ½ metre long, and they possess a powerful, fast-acting venom that melts the flesh around the bite, which sounds absolutely awful and hideous. It just, yeah, that sounds horrendous, and I feel sorry for anyone that's ever been bitten by any of these snakes. So the potent venom of this species evolved due to the need for the snake to quickly incapacitate and kill seabirds that land on the island's trees before they're able to fly away. On an island ecosystem occupied by hundreds of competitors, the deadly venom of the golden lancehead maximises its potential to feed and survive. As you can imagine, with an island that's got so many snakes on it, yes, they are all competing to try and, you know, catch these birds for a meal. But the thing is, there's thousands of birds that land on that island, and I think, to be honest, there's probably plenty to go around for the snakes to eat. Locals in the coastal towns love to recount 2 grisly tales of death on the Snake Island. In one story, a fisherman unwittingly wanders onto the island to pick bananas. Naturally, he is bitten. He manages to return to his boat, where he promptly succumbs to the snake's venom. He is found sometime later on the boat deck in a great pool of blood. So this, as I say, the venom is horrendous what it does to the body. It's just, I mean, to be found like that, you know, to be bitten, the pain of it, and to just be struggling to survive. As I say, the potency of the venom of these lancehead vipers, it's just incredible. It's incredibly strong and powerful. So this next story is about a light keeper and his family. One night, a handful of snakes entered through the window and attacked the man, his wife and their 3 children. In the desperate gambit to escape, they flee towards their boat, but they are bitten by snakes on branches overhead. As you can imagine, you know, that family, that would be it for them. It's very unfortunate, but I think after that event, that's when I think the government decided that no one is allowed on Snake Island other than the people that I mentioned before, like the Brazilian Navy and certain sort of vetted people that are allowed to go there, you know, like researchers and stuff like that. But it's just too much of a danger to the public. I mean, in my mind, if it was an island covered in like corn snakes or whatever, you know, it wouldn't be an issue. And to be honest, that'd be my idea of heaven. But yeah, it's a very dangerous island. It's fascinating, it's so interesting, and the vipers are just, they're beautiful and possibly fall into the category of snakes I'd love to own if they weren't venomous. So one last thing, Marcel Duarte, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, a biologist who has visited Snake Island over 20 times, says that the locals' claim of 1 to 5 snakes per square metre is an exaggeration, though perhaps not by much. 1 snake per square metre is more like it. Not that that should ease anyone's mind. At 1 snake per metre, you're never more than 3 feet away from death, or possible death. But to be honest, I think with vipers and that, they're quite aggressive snakes anyway. Yet again, a snake won't just bite you for no reason, but you know, in that case, they're gonna, because they're in such close proximity to humans, if you were to go there and there's all these snakes per, you know, 1 square foot or 3 square feet, whatever, you're more likely, you know, to get bitten because you'll be right near them and they will feel threatened, and then that's when they'll bite you. You know, but as I say, there are some snakes that you could just say are arseholes and they will just bite because they're extremely aggressive. But that's, you know, they're just like people. Snakes are like people. They've all got their own different personalities. As much as you could have a load of corn snakes and generally they're docile, but sometimes you do get ones that are just really aggressive and will just attack people and strike people, and you know, sometimes you do get some like that, but generally you don't. And I would say, as I've said before, generally snakes don't just attack for no reason. It's only if they feel threatened. But as I say, there's always that one. So yeah, it's a fantastic, I mean, I've really enjoyed researching Snake Island. I wish I could say the full name properly, but honestly my pronunciations are terrible, as you can tell. So yeah, so I just wanted to sort of cover that because I saw it on a nature documentary about Snake Island and I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I'd never heard of it before. And then I just thought, well, I'll do some research. And it's been interesting to read up about the actual snakes and the island and, you know, hear the stories of, you know, what's happened to some of the people. I mean, it's tragic what's happened, especially to the lighthouse keeper and his family. But you know, it's just one of them things, isn't it? You know, it's another warning not to go somewhere that's so dangerous. But yeah, and I mean, the reason why I got Apollonia out was because she's like my little yellow lancehead pit viper. Because as you've seen, they're yellow as well. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd get her out because she's nowhere near like a pit viper at all. She's just like she's such a good docile girl, even for a corn snake. She's chilled. So Anyway, so I am hoping that you've enjoyed this video and that you've actually got something out of it, because it's a fascinating subject. I think there's a lot of snake keepers that would love to go to that island, but it's a bit of a no-no with them being venomous snakes. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed it, then please like and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, please hit that bell notification and click all, so you get notifications of all my latest videos. And if you've got any comments or questions or anything like that, then just pop them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer. But for now, from myself and little chilled out Apollonia, it is goodbye, and we'll see you in my next video. Thanks very much for watching.